The purpose of this one is to divide polynomials but be left with the remainder. So what do we do with that remainder? Well, we put it over the divisor. And what do I mean by that? Well, the divisor is what's ever in the denominator. So as we get to more complicated polynomials in which we're dividing, we end up with a remainder. That's exactly what we're going to do, the same exact thing. We're going to take that remainder and put it over the divisor. So this is kind of building us up to that so we can practice that. So in this first example, what we have is we have x to the fourth plus 2x squared minus 5 all over x. If I could draw the fraction sign, that would be great. So when you look at this, write it in the form p of x plus k over x. We'll talk about that. That's exactly just saying what we're going to do with that remainder. So don't get confused. I have a lot of students get confused by that there. We're going to go ahead and divide, and your ending result will be in that format. So I'm going to divide each term by x. So each one gets divided by x. And you'll see how this works. X to the fourth divided by x is x to the third if you simplify it. Plus that will be 2x because x squared over x. One of the x's cancels. And then here, there's no x on the top to cancel with it. So that's the remainder. Negative 5 would be the remainder when we divide here. So we're going to leave it over the divisor. Now remember, the divisor is that original, what's in the denominator of our rational function here. So I'm going to just leave it as minus 5 over x. So that takes the form of p of x plus k over x. This right here, the x cubed plus 2x, that's our p of x. And the 5 over x is our k over x, or negative 5 over x. Here's another example. And let me just skip down to this one. Sometimes when they look a little bit different from the examples, everyone kind of freaks out and doesn't know what to do. But sometimes it just means it's easier. And this is one of those cases. So I'm going to take this. I'm going to divide each term by x. And the first one will simplify down to 5x cubed. And then 9 doesn't have an x, so it's just stuck as 9 over x, which takes that form of k over x. So k, the remainder, would be 9 in this case. But we're just going to write it out in your assignment. You just write it out like this. Just 5x cubed plus 9 over x, and you just put it in right there.